Okay, so now we're going to continue with part 2. Over here I normally have, this is where my laptop sits, and then I have my printer, scanner, copier, all-in-one thing. I just got this thing a couple months ago and I love it. Being a Kodak, I wanted something that was going to not be really expensive to replace the ink on, and I will tell you guys, the black ink for this is only $9.99, and I've seen it like everywhere I go. It's only $9.99, and I think the colored ink was, I want to say $14.99. So to me that's really cheap to be able to keep ink in there, and the kids want to print like crazy, so it works for me too. And then under here, this is a container that my sister has over here that has all of her cardstock and some other stuff that she has in there, so I just leave that there. My Kleenex, and then in these tubs, the bottom one has my sister's stuff in it, and then I kind of took over the top one. I have these little containers that have, this is all textured cardstock scraps, and this is all the metallic, or whatever you want to call it, pearlized kind of, and then all this has like different collections and stuff in it, so that's what's in there. And then up on this part of the wall I actually have some, these were my Mother's Day gifts from, this one was from Ty, and then this one was from Caleb that they did at school, and so those are up for now. And then my big window, sorry that looks kind of weird, there's my big window. And then Allie's bed, my little doggy. She's not in here right now, I don't know where she went, but there's her bed. And then over here is the closet. I hope you guys aren't getting dizzy. But here's my closet. It's a double door closet, and they just slide. Up there's my clock. And then my mom bought this butterfly for me at Michael's. It actually had the same clear string holding on this part of the butterfly, so you could have it where it was sitting like this, and I didn't like that because I wasn't going to hang it from the ceiling or anything, so I clipped those off and I just hung it on my door. And I loved the green. It matches pretty good. So then on this side of my closet I have both of my cubes are in here, and so they basically hold all of my embellishments, my chipboard albums. As you can see, it's got my red ATG gun over there. It's got photo boxes down on the bottom, and those actually have photos in them. This is full of wedding stuff because I am working on my album slowly. We've been married 2 years and I'm still trying to get the book done. And then over on this side, this has all of my bling and my flowers and stuff like that. And then these are the large lunch bags that don't fit inside one of these little cases. So in this one I have all my normal size lunch bags, my envelopes, and some of the Michael's lunch sacks in there. And then all these have different embellishments. Bling, this one's full of bling. This is all eyelets. This is all brads. This is whatever. This is like seasonal little dress it up stuff. All kinds of stuff in there. And then this one has all of my little paper pads, 8x8s. These are all the K & Company matte pads, and then underneath I have like the 4.5 by 6.5 pads, die cuts with a view and all that stuff. And then I have a bunch of recipe cards back here. My 10-year-old son Ty wants a recipe album when he moves out, so being only 10, I still have quite a while to go to finish that one. And then this little container has some adhesives, some adhesives and stuff like that in it, and then some boxes that I'm going to alter and do something with for some projects. And then this has a bunch of whatever. I like having it in there and then not having to look at it, so that's nice. And this is some eyelet overstock, my toolkit, and that's all chipboard from Michaels. So that's what's in there, and then there's my red ATG gun, one I started out with. So the kids kind of use that, or if I have somebody else over scrapbooking, that's what we use. And then these are reusable bags that my mom got at King Soopers, and then I got the green one at Target. They were giving them away one time, but she bought these. These have my 12 by 12 pads of, this is all my Walmart pads of textured, pearlized, and regular cardstock that I get at Walmart. I love that stuff. This is all basically boy. These are all the new pads I showed you guys not too long ago. And there's baby boy stuff, and that's all basically boy. And then this is a bunch of like little kits. Well, not really kits, but like packs, designer packs of paper and stuff back there. And then seasonal, and then some of my wedding paper. And then down here I have my sewing machine. This little green basket catches stuff. And then I have my yardstick, my little sewing bag, well, my crochet bag, that's what I use that for. And then I have some of this pearl trim, and then some of these other trims just kind of hanging on these clips. And then this is some of my embroidery floss that my mom gave me. And then on the wall I have some of these borders that go to, these are Halloween ones that I bought at the end of last year to use, and then some stickers that go with some paper I have. And then up there is like, oh, lots of stuff. I couldn't even tell you what's all in some of that stuff. So that's what's up there. There's my Xyron. So that's what I have up there. And then part of my cork board on this side is empty. And then we will close this one, and then we'll go over to this side. It's going to be a little darker, so hopefully you guys can still see pretty good. But this is the other cube, and it has lots of stuff. So we'll start down here. This is basically stuff for my printer and some notebooks, and then this basket has a bunch of different things inside there. And then this is some chipboard sets and all of my 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and this, some of this colored paper, I think from like this gray over is like colored printer paper. Caleb uses that to make his flowers with. And then in this basket I have extra trims and ribbons and things like that. And this is just a little connects box actually, so when my window is open, my door likes to shut because the wind will come in, so I just put that in front of my door. And then in this little container I have all of my punches, border punches, corner punches, regular punches, just all that. Down here in this basket I have a ton of fibers, and I have embroidery floss in the top one. This has plastic beads in these two. And then on this side, these are all like decorative scissors and punches in the bottom, and then a bunch of extra cords and a little oh, what is this? An iron. I use it as a craft iron because it's small. And Caleb does fuse beads, and so that is perfect for melting the fuse beads together. And then just some extra stuff, my gypsy case, things like that. And then in this little basket I have all of my $1 or $1.50 stamps from Joann's and Michaels. And then this has a bunch more embellishments, flowers and butterflies and little chipboard pieces and things like that. And then in this is just a bunch of overflow for the kids projects. So just lots of scrappy, crafty stuff in there. And then in here, I think I'm just kind of been throwing things in here just to get them out of my way while I'm cleaning up. So it's got a lot of junk in there. Some brads, my binder rings in there, my spray that I got for my Cricut mats. Totally works. I love that stuff. And then up on the top on this one I have this spins around and it's got decorative scissors for Caleb to grab and use as he wants. This just has paintbrushes in it. And this photo box is holding all of my cards that I've made. So as I make them I just throw them in here, and this is just a small trimmer. And then these are gift bags that have the caddies I made for the teachers. That's actually my wedding album I'm still kind of trying to work on. These are some cards that I've gotten that I just kind of hung up. And then I have this stamp set here with cupcakes, my X-Acto ruler, my Cricut mats, my glue sticks, that's what those are. And then over here I just have a bunch of extra stuff. This is just a little bookshelf that was in here, and it has a bunch of the books from the kids that they read or don't read or whatever, so it's just kind of holding all of those. And then these are some albums that we've worked on but haven't quite finished embellishing. And then there's the other rod that goes to my embellishment center is hanging here with some extra ribbon that I don't use a whole ton of. Some of it's seasonal Christmas stuff, and then a bunch of junk up there, coffee filters for using glitter and things like that. And then there's a ton of beads. This is Caleb's bead box, and there's tons in there. And then this has like sets of chipboard and things like that that go with a bunch of my Halloween stuff to work on some albums for this year. And that's about it. And then as we come around this side, this is just the back of the door. My Tinkerbell backpack purse. Love it. I use that a lot when we go like bike riding or something easy. Throw band-aids and stuff in there for the kids and water bottle. So that's it. That is my room. I hope you all have enjoyed this tour. This will probably not be the last tour like I said, but it will always be this room. I'll just be adding things in here and then showing you as I go. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!